United Festival with Alex Babbit. I'm Katie Murphy. So how did you start coming up with, your jokes, and how did you start writing comedy?
I started like at 16 in high school, so I was already doing like theater before that, and stand-up was always kind of something I just did naturally, and started doing open mics, developed on it, and it's a long process. Like I'm 21 now, so I've been doing it for a couple years, but it's still trial and error. Say something, think it's funny, turns out to not be, and you figure it out from there.
And what is your writing process like?
Most of it is like talking to people. I'm not very good at just being in my house by myself and just figuring out. I need like interaction, experience, and then from that I'm like, okay, what was funny about this? Or sometimes just rambling on stage, and it turns out I get a gem from that, Yeah.
Do you have any sort of comedy that you lean towards? Like, do you talk about like certain issues, or you just have a very broad range?
My main comedy style is to be honest, because I feel like all like the big like legends, like all the people who we quote now and stuff, they're just honest in wherever they were in their life. So right now I'm young, so I'm not really political. I don't really care about politics, so I'm not even gonna try to do political jokes. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So I talk about my upbringing, my family, things that I can relate to. So while you're watching me, you at least say, hey, that's genuinely who he is. And instead of you looking at him like, oh, that's not him. Like who I am on stage is a little bit over exaggerated, but pretty much who I am off stage.
Do you have any inspirations, any famous comics you always watched and wanted to be like?
I've always every black comedian will say Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Like that's who it is. But like I didn't know Eddie Murphy was a comedian until I got into comedy. But when I got in, like I just liked the multi-talented like persona that he had. Jamie Foxx, another one who's just multi-talented. I grew up watching Chappelle's Show and Chris Rock, Jim Carrey, because he's like funny and silly, and I appreciate that type of. I just like artists who like look like they enjoy being on stage. They're not just trying to talk you to death with facts and nonsense about nothing. Just they enjoy it,
And where can we find more about you? Where can we see where you're gonna go? Do you have a website, or do you have an Instagram?
I don't got no money, so no website yet. I'm struggling on that. But I have my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. My YouTube and Facebook is my name, Alex Babbit. Well, for YouTube, I think it's Alexander Babbit, the comedian, and you'll definitely find me. And Facebook, Alex Babbit. Instagram, Mr. Babbit 335. That's Mr. MrBabbitt. And Instagram, Mr._Babbit. So just Alex Babbit, and you'll pretty much find me.
And what does a rebel mean to you?
A rebel, revolutionary, someone who breaks the mold, gets outside the box, does something different. I feel like that's why they named it that, Rebel Minds, because we all are revolutionaries in our own mind. Might not be true, but whatever. Like that's how I feel. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
All right.
Enjoyed this.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.